Hi, welcome to Graphic Design 101 on Jim's Orbit. In this video, we're gonna do some character designing, make some flat illustration. We'll be going over the entire process, that is from the ideation stage to the exporting stage. But all the tools that I'm gonna make use of, I have already explained in the section 1 of this series. You can check out the link for the entire series in the description box. And now let's begin. I am creating a 1080 by 720 pixels canvas and giving it a landscape orientation. Well, before making anything on your artboard, you should discover and decide on what you want to make. Now these are some flat illustrations that I found on the website Behance. Make sure to go through numerous styles so that you will have a clearer idea as to how you want your design to be. The modern style of designing a flat illustration is usually very edgy, minimalistic, and makes use of high contrasting colors. Other than looking at cool illustrations, you can and should look for images with real life people as well. When you do that, you're bringing originality to your design, since you're interpreting a unique picture, a unique real person, pose and expression, and applying illustrative styles to it. You can import that picture, just drag and drop that image on the side of your artboard to use it as a reference. So now that we have all our inspiration, we can go ahead and start drawing some stuff. We're gonna begin with the face and draw an ellipse for it. I'm going to choose a really good high contrast red. Remember, these are stylized illustrations and not realistic drawings. So you can exaggerate some features, play with the colors, and be a bit more creative here. Now for the hair, I'm just going to draw a shape like this with the pen tool that has multiple nodes. And then I'll use the curvature tool on it to make these lines between the nodes round. The man in a reference picture has curly hair, so we're gonna draw fluffy round hair, and I will send that to the back. But of course the hairline looks funny this way, so I'm gonna draw some chunks of hair that fall on his face and apply the curvature tool on that as well. And then, still using the pen tool, I'm gonna draw some stray hair. Ensure that there is no fill but only a stroke, and you can of course increase the stroke weight as well. And then I'm moving on to draw his facial features. I'm simply drawing two little ellipses for the eyes, and using the pen tool I'll draw a curve for the nose and the mouth. I'm changing the expression here a bit. Of course, I wanted him to have a sort of a smirky, happy smile. I also gave him these cute white glasses by making use of the ellipse tool, of course. After I'm done with the head, I'm gonna draw the body using the pen tool. I've drawn this sort of shape so that it looks like that his hands are going behind him. I'm doing this so that the body language of the character looks polite and content and happy. And in the end, I think everything will tie together well and make him look very cute. I drew a rectangle for the neck and sent it to the back. Now as you can see, the collar line doesn't look very pleasing, so I'm gonna draw an ellipse here in the same color as the neck so as to give him a round collar. Now since here at this point the face and the neck are overlapping, I'm gonna draw a black stroke here. Don't feel shy to go back to take some inspiration if you need it again. I added a background color here. As you can see right now, I am just playing around with different colors so as to find what looks best to me and fixing all the curves. I'm drawing two lines here on his body so we can see that his hands are going behind him and there is a clear distinction. I used the scissor tool to just clip off the extra ends on these lines. Now while adding details to your design, it's important to decide if you want to draw some shadows. For my design, I just wanted this one shadow on his neck And then I also gave him these ears, which I forgot to draw earlier. It's a good practice to keep on experimenting with your design. It makes you see what you want more clearly. So for the background, I decided that a simple circle would look nice. Now I wanted to erase the shapes that are going out of the circle, and so I just select the body, the two lines on his shirt and the background circle, and pick the shape builder tool to very quickly delete those extra shapes. After spending some time on the colors, I moved on to adding some more details to his face. For the eyebrows, I used the rectangle tool and then the curvature tool, and lastly I rounded up the corners as well. I brought this blue hair strand on the top so that it looks like it's laying over the eyebrow and the glasses. I added some text to his t-shirt and chose a font that went well with the whole style of the design. I selected and copied everything into a new layer so that when I resize it, I don't end up making destructive changes to the original design. Now I can give you a quick little tip. Save your file and export it as a PNG. Now send this PNG to yourself so that you can view it on some other devices if you have them. When you see your design on different screen sizes and resolutions and color profiles, you'll have a better idea of what looks nice and what does not. I decided to change the skin color after realizing that I did not quite like the contrast. I changed the color of all the details on his face as well. I decided to make the lines on his shirt black and draw some more black lines on his shoulders as well. Finally, I am adding some highlights on his hair. I'm using a blue color, but I'm changing the blending mode to screen. I decided to change this curly hair strand as well and fix the nose a bit too. After that, I'll be saving my work and finally exporting it for the last time. This is how the final version looked. So that's it for this video. Remember to tune in to our other videos. Alright, thanks for watching.